Hey guys, welcome back. So this video that we're going to do today, only a short one, nothing dramatic, but I did say to you guys that in my last video that I'd give you a look at some stuff that me and one of my mates have picked up. So as it was one of the other guys in our group getting out of his fifth scale stuff, he's moving house, trying to clean things up a little bit. So we've picked it all up, and there's some stuff that we're going to sort of keep, and we might, like I said, there's 3 cars involved. Now, I did say on the last video, that one of these cars is on the channel before. Let's make that 2. 2 of these cars have been on my channel here before, so we might just move them on, you know. Clean them up and get them down the road so someone else can have some fun with them. And then there's some parts and stuff, we'll go through that shortly. But first of all, maybe we'll go over the bench here and check them out. Let's do it. Righto, here they are. The 3 cars were in question. So, a Lossie, a 5B Baja, and the Kraken, which is the Sidewinder version. And also, so these 3 cars, right? This one's been on the channel before. That one hasn't, I don't think, but this one definitely has. Way back in the early piece. Now, this here has come with that, right? We've had that on the machine, and then before that, it had this body on it. This is, a lot of you guys would probably know anyway. This is the Mini Cooper. It's bloody massive. I mean, it's a massive body, huge. Borderline quarter scale, I think, but it says 5th scale. That's what they are on the box. And they first come out, they were 5th scale, like they're, yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Now, this is the 3 cars. So what my plans are, I think there's a body somewhere for this. So we'll put the body on. We'll clean them all up. Make sure they're running again. Now, there's an engine for that in amongst all the other stuff, which we'll go through in a minute. I'm going to take all this off and put the mini body back on here. The original wheels are there somewhere amongst all the stuff, and we're going to clean them up, get them all going, probably move them on. I don't know. Well, that's the plan at this stage. So, but I'm going to keep that for my other Lossie truck. I mean, there's my hybrid there. So, my other Lossie truck. Can, you know, in saying that the body on it's pretty well gone. It's on its way out. It's on its last legs. So I'm going to keep that and put it on. And so now I think all you guys will know these. HBI did a run of these. I've got one of these. One of my other mates has got one. There was 4. There was 4 that came through my mate's hobby shop. And, you know, so this is one of them, my one, which is on my twin now with a different body. But I did keep the panels. I took them off to keep them because they discontinued this machine. Although you still can buy the cage for these online, pretty expensive. But yeah, so I still got my original panels, and that's what they were. That's what they looked like. So she's pretty grubby. This one's got a Sanoa, but it's the Stroker kit, so it's a 34 with some good go fast bits on it, aluminium diff and all the stuff. This one I think is a 23. They're the Dynamite 23. They were a good engine. And like I said, this one, well, there's nothing there at the moment, but there is a G320 for this in some stuff. I think it's a couple of those engines, but anyway. So I think, you know, this is what we're looking at. Yeah, there's a bit of a long road ahead for these. They need a lot of cleaning up. They've been sitting for some time. So, you know, that's cool. So anyway, we'll move these out the way. I'll grab all the other bits and pieces. We'll have a quick go through. We're not going to just have a look at every single little tiny thing, but let me get organised and I'll meet you back here at the bench. Righto, guys. So we've got some of the stuff here. There's quite a few wheels. I mean, these ones here, they're the mini. They're for the mini. The WRC Lossie Mini, that's what they're for. So clean them up, they're going to go back on. And there's numerous Baja tyres and wheels. These ones here with the white bead locks, and there's the fronts. They are the original ones off that machine there. So there's those, there's numerous sets of, you know, good and almost new stuff. Like these couple of sets of paddles, I mean, they're a bit, you know, they're a bit gone. But, you know, not bad, just the same. Get a couple of new, you know, replacing that set's all right. You know, so quite a few bits of, you know, bits and pieces really at the end of the day. Now, here is some of the stuff we've got. That's the transmitters for the 3 cars. That's obviously the Kraken, the Sidewinder. This one I think is the Lossy, and that's the Baja, I think. So here's these couple of engines I was telling you about. So these 32s and hours and fresh internals, but never ran. So new guts and new guts. So they're, well, we probably need to get them sorted and break them in, I guess. So I've had a look. If you have a look in the port, oh, hang on, let's turn it the other way around, guys. I don't know if you can see in there. Let me try and, sorry about that, let me see if I can get up here and get a good look at it. I'm not going to turn these over or anything yet because they've been sitting, so I like to have a look at them properly and put some oil in there. But I don't know if it's easy to see, guys, or not. But brand new piston and ring, and I think the whole lot's new except for the crank, obviously. But looks pretty good in there. 32s an hour, so there's 2 of them there. I think this is the one that we're going to put back in the Mini. Basically ready to go. Just clean him up, run him in, inspect it, run it in. So it'll go back in the Mini, and just a lot of bits and pieces. Like you know, there's new clutch bells. This was what I was telling you about. Brand new, diff, brand spanking new one, never used, still in the packet. This is what I was talking about on the last video. So that, my friend, is going into the other machine that I've got over there, which will end up in the 5SC truck. So brand spanking new. It's never, like, the packet's still sealed. Like it's not been opened yet. So anyway, 5SC truck. And a lot of other little stuff too, like spur gears and bits and pieces. Like it's heaps of different stuff here, guys. HPI receiver, some bits and bobs, fuel line set up, some outerwears. I think we got 3 sets here or something. There's like what you need: the crankcase, pull start, and air filter. I think that's what they are. That's new. It's never been used, out of the packet though. And some DDM stuff. There's a whole other new one that's not opened yet. Like, it's just lots of stuff, bit odds and ends, you know. A lot of what's this one here? Oh, what's that? Bartolone RC CY billet ignition coil spacer. So that's, you know, that's handy. Some gaskets, and you know, that's right. I remember him telling me that in there was some stock 32s and Noah transfer plates, brand new. Anyway, that's that. There's, like I said, there's heaps of stuff, guys. And on top of all that, there's more stuff in here. Like, some of it's used, bits and pieces, but, you know, good for spare stuff. But, you know, Baja stuff, there's all kinds of stuff in here. And, you know, there's probably a bit more of this stuff laying around that he hasn't found yet. And there's a couple of old engines in there, fuel tank. I think in this bag here is the bits we need to convert the Lossy back to the Mini. By the looks of that. That's just spur gear in there, but all that plastic stuff here, well, I think it's for the Mini body shell, so that can go back on the truck. Some other bits and pieces in there, and that's it. That's along with possibly some other bits and bobs. So when he finds them, he said he'll just drop them off. So that's what we're looking at. Let's move on. So that's pretty much all the stuff. Where to from here, you ask? Well, that's a bloody good question. But I think we should start with, we'll get all these bad boys cleaned up. And the ones that are complete, like the Kraken and the Baja 5B, they're pretty much, together. So get them running, see if they need any extra stuff, and make sure everything's good to go. And then put them to the side. Move on to the big girl, the Mini. Now, I really do want to get that sorted out. So looking at the body, I've had a quick look at the body. It's got a few scars, and let's be honest, it's had a rough life. But I think we can bring it back. So I'd like to get started on that first, to tell you the truth. But I think we should clean the other two up, see what they need, see how good they are, see if they're going to run for us, and then move on to the Mini. But I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to get the better of myself and want to do the Mini first. We'll just see. There's no order we should do things in. But like I said, there's a couple of things that I want to get sorted out with regards to the new diff into my other beast. I'm still, like I said, I'm still waiting on some stuff for this bad girl right here. I don't know what's going on, but they're still coming, hopefully. So that's ongoing. I'll just stay tuned for that, guys. We've not stopped on it. It's still going to happen. Then we've got all this other stuff here that we need to sort of dig into, and get it happening. So, with that said, I think you need to stay tuned, because we've got a couple of videos coming up. I might bring up something with the 5SC truck when she's finished, and I put it all together. I don't know. I might just put it together along with the couple of other machines, and then bring them and show you when it's done. Unless you want me to show you the step-by-step stuff, put it in the comments down there, guys. Otherwise, I think that's probably going to do it. So, as promised, this is the stuff we're going to be dealing with, and some of the stuff's good for parts. And the 3 cars, we'll decide. I think we're probably going to sell them off down the road, so someone else can enjoy them. And some of the parts we're going to use for ourselves. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up. And I thought I'd just throw this out there. It's not a long video. Hope you enjoyed it. Get back out there. Get your machines a rip. We can't take a run at the moment. Look at it. It's wet as. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.